Hi, it's nice to meet you. Yeah, please take a seat. Please take a seat. Yeah, so I believe you're my 12, 15, is that correct? Yeah, just gotta tick some things off, just bear with me. Could you just confirm your name for me? And could you just confirm your date of birth? And just confirm your first line of your address for me. Okay. So today it's just a quick session we've got, and it's just in regards to giving you some interview prep and pretty much just going over your CV. Is that correct? Yeah. So right, let's bring the CV up. Okay. Right. So let me find you. Okay, we found you. Right, so let's just go over everything. Yeah, so the screen I'm looking at, you should just look over there. The screen showing the exact same thing that I can see. So we're just gonna go through it together and just think about what we can pull from it, really. So I see there's a couple of spelling mistakes already. So let's just go over them. Retype it. I believe the word that you try to spell is cohesively, which is when you're working with a team effectively. Okay. No problem. Right, so we got your experience, which is fine. Not sure if you can hear that, but that's it's a plane going over. But yeah, let's take a look through it. So we've got your experience. You can always pull from that, because that's your most current role, and it's what you want to have quite a few examples from, or maybe one really good example, as that's going to be your most up to date, and it's going to be your most like, I'm saying, like up to date skills, the skills you're using every day while you're at work. So it's easy to pull from them, and it's also on the top of your mind. So it would be easier for you to talk about them. And if you get asked a question that you don't really know how to answer, then you can always just think about what you're doing at work and relate it to that, because that's your most current thing that you can pull from. And I feel that's a good way to improvise while you're there. So no problem. Let's go into the next one. So the one before, I believe it has some more relevance to the role you're going for than what you're on right now. So it would be good, just bear with me, it would be good to talk about that the most. The second most, apologies, because you don't really want to, how to say, not talk about your current role as much, because what you want to be doing is just doing the same amount for both of them. So let's have a look at this role. Let's look at what you've wrote in regards to it. So this role, you wasn't here for that long. You say for a few months, whereas your previous role, you've been there for over a year. Some beeping going outside. Is anyone expecting you? Or is your car waiting outside? No. It's probably just one of the next door places. So that's fine. So as I was saying, you wasn't here as long, so you don't have as many things to pull from. However, you do have some transferable skills between both of the jobs, because this one has a little bit more relevance to the role. You do want to mention that you do have experience in that kind of field. So let's just see. So yeah, you can talk about that. What I also want you to talk about is the way that just bear with me. Is the way that you're able to work in a team here. So from what it says is that you are working in a team mostly to deal with the daily goals that are for a team and your own individual goals. So yeah, I feel like it would be good to mention that, and also mention the key thing that he's doing every day, as that is pretty much like the main thing. Right, so just bear with me. So let me get that. And we're going to delete that, because I don't feel like that's relevant, if I'm being honest with you. I would change it to this. Sorry. Wrong date. Yeah, I agree. I'm glad you see that too, the reason for me taking it out. Right, so, okay, let's move on to the next role. So you worked here for, it's pretty short, which is just like a temporary thing. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, you wasn't there for very long. Okay, so let's move that there. Let's move that over. So if I was you, I probably wouldn't bring this one up. In my opinion, this role, it's not got much relevance at all to what you're going to be doing. So I would just leave it out, personally. Because then you don't really want to have questions asked about it when you can't really divulge into it too much and give good, like a good format, good structured answer in regards to what you're going to be doing, or like what you know about the role. Because it's just, in my opinion, it's not got much relevance at all. So right, let's move on. I believe this is the final one now. The final role of experience. This was a summer job, you said? Yeah. So it's a summer job, so it shows that you are keen to work over the summer in between university, and you know, you want to make that extra money as well as also gaining experience for your CV. So it shows that you are a passionate person, you care about working, and it's something, obviously, you're a determined person. So I like it. Obviously, again, I probably wouldn't bring this one up either. I think that we can work well with the majority of the information that we already have, personally, from the first two jobs. I honestly don't believe you need to discuss them too. Right, so let's move on to your education, okay? So I see you got Bachelor of Science with honours. That's really good. Graduated 2 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to type this up differently. I don't really like the format that you have, so I'm just going to improve that for you. Okay, you said you earned that 2 years ago. You graduated in July. Yep. Okay. Oh, sorry, I just got an email. Do you mind if I just check it? Sorry about this. My apologies. Sorry, you know, these last minute things come up and so I don't want to do them. Right, so let's bring this up. Let's copy this. Okay, go like that. Let's paste it in somewhere else. Let's delete this. Yeah, so I do like that. Yeah, what are you thinking about that now? Do you think it looks a lot better? Same. I believe the font's a bit different as well. Let's just get that changed for you. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, so you're happy with that? We've kind of improved that. I think you should discuss the first 2 roles that you're doing the most. What I think you should go away with before we meet up again, before your interview, is to think of some examples from when you worked there and do it in a specific format called the STAR format. So it means, so you spell it out, STAR. It means all different, like the sections within it. So the S stands for situation, T stands for the task, A stands for the action, and R stands for the result. So if you explain it within that way, you're covering everything off. You're giving the background, the scenario, the action you took to complete it, and what was the result of it. So I believe you should do that, discuss it in that way. Then when we meet up again, then we can go through your example, see how we can improve it. And then I'll talk to you about your skills and abilities and things like that. Sound good? Yep. Right. Oh, my apologies. Didn't mean to make that noise. Right. So let's get you booked in for, what'd you say? Friday? Yep. What time is best for you? Same time again. Okay. Okay, I'm going to be going over examples of star. Okay, not a problem. Yeah, well, it's nice to meet you. Thanks for coming along. Yeah, and I'll see you on Friday, same time. Okay, thanks for coming. I appreciate it.